Welcome to Indianapolis, dallara, or dallara Dash, whatever the fuck they call it. It's game on. Bit of qualifying, so
All clear on pit exit, you can push now.
I wasn't going to qualify, but not too many cars are, so this race doesn't affect your safety rating or any of that sort of stuff, so you can sort of just go for it. I haven't driven this car in a while. This is not the current Indy car, it's the old one. So it's where you can sort of have a drive and have a bit of fun. Fixed setup so nobody gets to choose what they run. It's an iRacing determined thing and it feels really understeery and slow. So as you'll see by my plus and minus bar at the top there, it's a really high downforce sort of set. Well, not really, it's really understeery. But oh well, is what it is. We'll just have a run and see how we go. Just sort of building up more than anything for the second lap. Alright, here we go. Try and make this one count.
P3.
Still a pretty good lap, but pushes like a pig. You really want to get off turns 2 and 4 really good here to get for the straights, but yeah. Got in there a bit better. Sort of got to aim for the apex really early with this setup and guide it to the line and see where we end up. It's slow by a lot, but we'll see. Looks like we've taken pole position. So it's a bit of an interesting result so far. 40.4, and that was the last car to qualify. So there you have it, pole position. Okay, here we go. It's just a 10-lap sprint, so we won't expect much of it.
How y'all doing?
Quite good, thank you. So, see how we go. It'll be a shit fest. I'll probably get ran from behind or something. That's 10 lapper. It's dash for cash, basically, with no reward at the end. So, that's pole position, so you take it as you get it. Always better to start first than last, I suppose. I've always had a pretty good affinity with the Indy cars all through all 3 generations in iRacing. This particular one was my favourite. I like the new car, just don't like the aero screen with the halo thing, with the bar right in front of your vision that you can't remove or even make semi-transparent. It's an annoying feature of the new F1 cars as well. When you sit in a car in real life, you can sort of tilt your head a little bit left or right to sort of look down the track past that. So, but in a game or in a simulator like this, it's fixed position, so you can find yourself losing cars.
Stay behind the pace car in the inside column.
So yeah, we'll see how we go. So we're heavy on fuel, running full 70-litre tank. Sometimes do that, just drive around with your foot on the clutch, revving the shit out of it just to lose a little bit of fuel, it can help, but 10 lapper, what does it matter? Probably going to get taken out anyway. So sit back and enjoy the wreckfest. This is iRacing in a nutshell. This guy on the outside of me looks pretty racy. So, but I get to pick where we go. Whether I wait for green or wait for the safety car, it's up to me.
Okay, Pete, get ready.
And we're going.
Green, green, green.
Timed that perfectly so I wouldn't jump the safety car. And we're off. Hang around the bottom here. Try and break the draft early. Here he comes. Oop, he's pushed wide. The aero push on these cars when you're behind somebody is terrible. You just can't get close. Especially with the default setup like this. It's terrible. You don't want to follow. You want to get in front and stay there. He's still pushing. So it makes it really hard to follow in the corners. You can draft up on somebody. The draft's worth a lot here, but if you can't get up beside someone, you're screwed. And that was the problem with this generation of IndyCar. The new IndyCar does drive better, I guess you could say, for side-by-side driving. You still get aero push, but it just feels like it's a lot more controllable. These things just superheat the right front tyre really badly. So just keep checking the mirrors and check my relative down there on the right hand side, 0.6 behind me. Sounds like there's a crash on the front stretch. Seems like he's getting a little bit more comfortable. He's getting a bit closer. Oh, I'm picking up more push now as my right front gets a bit hotter. So it's just a matter of managing your tyre temperatures. You're running fifth gear, not sixth. Sixth is more of a drafting gear. So it's just smooth inputs. There's a lot of people quitting already. I can see up the top of the screen there. That means they've crashed out early. There's probably only going to be half the field left by the end of this. So see smoke in the pit lane back there. Little breathe of the throttle into one then, just to keep the car settled. I don't want to chew up everything I've got in the right front this early. This is the benefit of the pole position here. Is just clean air. Clean air on the wings means an easier time for the tyres. And when you do the full 200-mile race here, the 200-lap race, sorry, 500 miles, it's not good to lead for the fuel economy.
Halfway home, fuel's good.
You do want to draft a bit to save a bit of fuel. Try and hit your 30, 32 lap window, but Really, 10 lapper, full tank of gas, just go for it. Leave it in 4th or 5th and just smash it. So yeah, here we go, coming on to lap 7. I think the wind might have changed a bit. I'm picking up more and more push into turn 1, which isn't evident in turn 2, so I think the wind direction might have changed a bit. The guy behind me is still holding out 0.7, which means he's still getting pulled along, but it's not affecting his wings so much. Let's pull the tail off, keep the vision clear. Whoa, that was close. Giving this guy half a chance behind me now. It's really important here as well to look through the corner. Don't look directly down at the road in front of the car. You need to look ahead. Helps you arc a little better. Oh, I turned in way too late then. I'm going to go way close to the wall here. Woo! Too busy talking, not enough driving. Looks like we're going to have a back marker as well. We might get close to on the last lap. Oof, that's 1 and 2 dealt with on the last lap. White flag is last lap. Whereas in Formula 1, white flag means slow car ahead, so you do kind of have to get used to that. This is an American built sim, so everything is very Americanized. And there we go, we've won.
Good run, Pete. Congrats.
Yeah, cheers mate. Looks like we were the only ones that could sort of run. So yeah, that was a Dallara dash in the that they set up normally for the rookies. So yeah, it doesn't affect your safety rating or your iRating or anything to run these races. You can crash out, and it's more as a learning tool for the rookies when they first join iRacing. But then some of us old guys like to come back and have a bit of a play when it's good car track combo. They do a similar one for they do another one for NASCAR and stuff as well. So yeah.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
So I guess that actually made for I thought it was going to be a wreck fest. Makes for a nice boring video, really.
100 meters. 50 meters.
I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.